So one thing I want to do every ranked season is whenever I hit King of Games, do sort of like a King of Games report. Not sure if anybody really cares about this, but I want to do it for myself. So I hit King of Games on October 2nd, which is actually the earliest I've ever hit King of Games. 45 games. I played some in KoG, so I don't know how many games it took me. It took me less than 40, I guess, because all these red names are KoG. I don't know. And I don't know how many. I don't know if you can even check. And the deck that I used was Cyberdark Neos, of course. Again, so same deck I used last season. Biggest difference being last season I hit it on like the third to last day of the month. This season I hit on the second day of the month, which is my first time ever doing this, ever in Duel. Usually whenever I King of Games, it's like middle, maybe later this season, like between like the 10th and the 20th. Today, it's my second full month back into Duel Links that I got on the second day. I use Cyberdarks. I still feel like this deck is like really, really good. It's the deck that I do the best with. I don't know if it's just my playstyle. I don't know if this is just... Maybe it's a cheap deck and I'm just not aware. Maybe it's kind of like how Sylvans or people see this deck. I don't know. But it's just so consistent, especially with Keeper of Dragon Magic. Now, yes, we're playing Neo. Every deck plays Neos. Sorry. I know people don't like that. I understand. It's just too good. So you Neos. So I just want to go over like what the meta, I guess, is for the ladder. So since last season, we had the new main box. The new main box has Alistair with some Invoke stuff. You have Gravekeepers, which is a really good deck. And I guess since then, since it's an expensive deck to build, Dark Lord's kind of went up in popularity because, you know, they came out in with the previous main box, and then, you know what I'm saying? People had time to build it now, because probably got 3 of the UR. And this deck just didn't really have a bad matchup. Like, I would say the worst matchup was Ancient Gears. From my time from Legend 2 to Legend 2 to KoG, I lost once, and it was to Ancient Gears. And then I think I was Legend 2, went to Legend 3, lost on like a 2 or 3 streak to Ancient Gears, and then just won a 5 streak and won. Thankfully, didn't lose my ranked game to KoG. Usually, I always lose the ranked game the first time. And the deck was just like, it just worked. Like, Invoked Cocytus wasn't much of a problem because it only has 1800 attack, so when it attacks you in defense mode, it's not that strong. You know, you have your Cyberdark, which is stronger. You get it with a leng, just attack directly. You don't have to target it. There were so many times where there was problem monsters on the field, and I just didn't need to out them because I can attack directly, and that's what leng allows me to do. I guess, you know, Cyberdark can allows me to do that too, but not as well. Neos was Neos. Summon it, big beat stick, that's it. Keeper Dragon Magic makes it more consistent. Enemy Controller. Okay, against like every Gravekeeper player that I played, I just econ took their fusion. I mean, it was that simple. Desperado was actually a relatively annoying matchup too. I remember losing that a lot in Legend 1. I hate that deck. I hate the fact that deck says, hey, when a monster is destroyed, special summon a 2800 beat stick that destroys 3 cards every turn. That's pretty good. I didn't make any changes to the main deck, by the way, from last season. It's the same 21 cards, which, I mean, I guess you could argue playing 21 cards is bad. Playing 20 is more consistent. But at the same time, here's maybe this theory makes sense. If you play 21 cards, you're less likely to draw your brick cards like Neos, Langling, and Bacon Saver, while the chances of drawing your good cards, Keeper of Dragon Magic, Cyberdark Cannon, Neos Fusion, Wall of D, isn't really hindered as much. So that's one theory. I did change the extra deck though. I unlocked the 6 slot. I gave the 6 slot to Scrap Dragon. I cannot summon Scrap Dragon in this deck, but in the off chance I econ take like a level 4 tuner and have Cyberdark Edge. There we go. I also put in Cyberdark Dragon. I don't know where this comes from. I think it's an event card. Is it an event card? It's an event card. Or a drop award, whatever. So I've never attempted to do this. This never came up, but I'm pretty sure what you can do is Keeper of Dragon Magic has an effect where you can reveal a fusion monster from your extra deck and special summon in face-down defense position from your graveyard 1 monster specifically listed on that card. Typically, people do that with Neos. I did that a lot more this season than last season. Last season, I never did that. But since Cyberdark Dragon specifically lists Cyberdark Edge, I mean, it's not really that great to summon back Cyberdark Edge, but, you know, you could do it. There were times, though, where I just normal summon Cyberdark Edge and attack directly. Or maybe, they attacked me on the previous turn, they had my Cyberdark Edge, they popped off my equip, and I just attacked directly for 100 and it was game. So, yeah, that's like the King of Games report, I guess you can say. I don't really see much of a point of showing... Actually, we'll do like 1 or 2 games of King of Games. Hopefully we encounter a new deck like Gravekeepers or Invoked something, and that'll be kind of nice. Spellbook was actually... not really Spellbook, I guess Silent Magician was a little bit hard to get around because there were times where it's like, oh, I can Neos Fusion, but then negate it. That was kind of annoying. So that was a little bit of a tough matchup as well. So what do we got here? We got Dr. Growler. Hopefully it's Ancient Gears, actually, because Ancient Gears is a tough matchup, so you guys can see that. We're going first. Let's see what we got. No extra deck, so it could be Ancient Gears. And we have a very good hand. We're going to activate Cannon's effect. Going to get our Cyberdark Edge. I don't need a Keeper here. I'm going to hold on to the Keeper for next turn. Use Edge's effect. Attach the Cannon. Sometimes I'm greedy, right? And I Neos Fusion, turn 1, send Leng instead of Bacon Saver, so I can bring it back with Cyberdark Edge. That is really greedy. If you go second, it's not as bad. Because if they have no back rows, you might as well just do that. But, I don't know. Sometimes I do that. It's not a great idea. Alright, there we go. Let's send our boys some of the Brave Neos. Also, still using Switcheroo, of course. Thought about changing it to Beatdown, but it just... Switcheroo was better, because it just gave it... Again, it is Ancient Gears, which is good, it's our toughest matchup. Because it gave that more consistency. There were a lot of games where I literally just won because of enemy controller. And there were times where I switcherooed into an enemy controller. And it worked. So we got a Wyvern. Okay. And they end their turn. We just win. And speaking of the devil, there's enemy controller. Normal summon, no effect. Let's not use the effect. Attack you. Send the Langling because you might as well. You might as well. And yeah, we won. So, I mean, my opponent kind of bricked there, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. I guess they just didn't have a way to blow up their cards, so they couldn't summon Reactor Dragon. I'm not sure. I just want to see their deck and see. Because sometimes you play against people, and they're playing Ancient Gears, and they're not really playing, like, any back removal. They're playing, like, one D-spell, and that's it. Or he's playing 3 Cyclone, a double Cyclone, or 3 Galaxy Cyclone, I should say. What is this? Ancient Gear Reborn? Control a monster, you target 1 Ancient Gear monster in your graveyard special, summon it, against 200 attack. It's not a bad card. Share the pain. And a Raikou. Let's do another duel. Yeah, so the thing about King of Games, too, is once you're in the King of Games ladder, nobody cares. People just play whatever they want. Some people, they test decks for, like, if they're in tournaments or they just want to test decks, because, you know, why not? And they play, like, a serious deck. But sometimes you have people who are playing, like, just the weirdest stuff. And that's going to be me. That's going to be me. We're going to play a lot of weird decks. I have a lot of ideas for videos to make decks on this month. Alright, going set against Sartorius. Master, wow. Man. This is actually a good hand. You know, another thing about this deck, too, is now we have Keeper of Dragon Magic. So if you open Bacon Saver and Keeper, it's really not bad, because you just discard the Bacon Saver. It's honestly not bad at all. So it makes those brick cards not as terrible. Same with Neos, because you can just bring it back with Keeper of Dragon Magic. And also, you can bring back Neos and get your third Neos Fusion off. Because you can't Neos Fusion monsters in the graveyard to fusion them from the field or deck or hand. I like it. Alright, so we got 2 sets. It's probably going to be the Spider. Discard Bacon Boy. Unfortunately, we have 2 Neos Fusions in hand already. Get a Parshath me. That's not that bad. Does that destroy? Oh, it shuffles in the deck. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. We can use Cannon's effect here. And then I'm going to Neos Fusion for Langling, start at Bacon Saver. Let's do that. Go Cannon. Get this. Unfortunately, we can't normal summon. But for Neos, gonna go summon you. Actually, attack yields the half attack of all the war type fusion material uses fusion summon. No. I always consider going for that, but I've never summoned it. Well, at least last month and this month I didn't with this deck. Alright, now, you know what? That's definitely going to be a Spider. I'm trying to think. So Spider, if I destroy it, you know, he has to have the Desperado in his hand for it to work. So you know what? Screw it. We're going for it. If he has Desperado in his hand, he has Desperado. It's not even it. Okay. So there's the last Neos Fusion that we didn't get to search. And then next turn I'm going to protect with Bacon Saber and Neos Fusion. Doesn't really matter. Neos Fusion, summon Cyberdark, attack directly. Hopefully he has no back row. This card isn't a back row probably, on the right. The card on the left might be. It's a monster, so this is not... Okay. Okay. Oh, I thought it was going to crash. I would have let that happen. And just Neos Fusion. Okay, so we're running Neos Fusion here. So we know this isn't Desperado on his hand on the right. Gonna summon you. Gonna send the other Neos. And we're just gonna send, I guess, the cannon. Doesn't really matter. Actually, no, we're gonna send Keeper because you don't want to draw it. It doesn't do anything for us anymore. Summon you. Going to attach the Ling. Set this. Attack you. Attack with you. You can attack twice, which is good. Hopefully you don't have... Okay, it's Kochi. It's fine. Attack again. And attack for game. There we go. So we played against two meta decks. I don't know if HG Gear is really super considered in meta. It's common, for sure. But I don't think anybody has it on their tier list. But still a good deck. Still a very, very good deck. So, yeah. The deck's good. I don't know what else to say about it. You know, I'm honestly surprised that Neos variants in general aren't considered tiered on like the Link's Meta and some other websites. Actually, just the Link's Meta. I don't know about other websites. So I'm not to check. I mean, I think now Neos is going to be like better because you have Alistair, you have all this other stuff. Just play Cyberdarks, dude. Like, it's a good deck. Like, if you have the structure decks, the rest of the deck's easy to build. I built it off of tickets. I missed this event. I just had a bunch of tickets from whenever. And I like this deck a lot. I'm probably going to use it next season unless something happens. Like, maybe they nerf Neos. I don't know. We'll see. Econ is, like, the best card in the deck. Same with Ling. These two cards, like, win you all your games. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments down below what deck you're using on your King of Games ladder climb. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.